tickets to go. A lot of these people lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. Filling out kites to put in my block. Look what you sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be out. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the block. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up. The big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my lit the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Mexico City Conquistadors. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
We got 3 now, but we got to stand up over there.
Over!
I got 8.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, we got 3. We got
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Gone! Detroit!
Alert flare!
Over!
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Tighten up.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Rudolph. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looked way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Detroit!
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
4 down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what?
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 93 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Rudolph on first down. And that's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Rudolph on first down. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit. Detroit, Detroit. Check 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Watch him now, Barney! Gun! Flag 56! Gun!
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Set. 319.
Going for it, it's Rudolph. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
first half,
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey, here we go now. Green 39.
Right back to him on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now back out comes the offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Coleman. Oh, nice move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Oh, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Easy work. Coming again. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up. Detroit. Detroit. Mike's 50. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! That's what I do. Detroit! Detroit! Hey, no, look at, hey, we got Mike
50. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Rudolph. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Check. All right, here we go. Green, sir.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Rudolph. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Detroit! Detroit!
We got three. We got three.
Over!
Slam, slam, slam.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Single. Got a single in the slot.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Record.
Detroit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Doxson as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Four down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The solid stiff arm. And now running right through him. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs. Play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
Four down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Coleman now looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Von Miller in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Tight end right.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Detroit!
Watch tight end's right.
All right, here we go. Blue line it.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
3 down.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That is caught inside the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We got
on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Daxon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run. This is Bernard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They will run again with Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
319.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Blue 90.
Rudolph on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Bernard. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
3 down.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long, it's Rudolph. And he's going to go down again.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
4th down, desperation time for Rudolph. And it is incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
Your trip ends here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Right back to him on 1st down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me the 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Baltimore, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Mexico City, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a lot of abusing this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex are her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. At New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdog with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Time to gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Yeah, president, drop a gem on there. I'm on earth, these the last days.